Okay, warrior parents.
We did it. We finished off 2025. We just let that shit go.
Holy shit. Yeah, everybody, let that
And
shit go.
let that shit go. And we are on to 2026 and we are super excited about coming up for us for warrior parents
Yeah,
for
we're
our
going to
book
talk
in
about a lot
there.
of that.
And we're excited to share this with all of you.
So if you're not watching, we are holding up our beautiful champagne glasses filled with non-champagne drinks, juice, water to toast to 2026, to all of you, to the community, and to another year of learning how to be your best self, your warrior parent, whether you're parenting kids or animals or yourself. Cheers to you.
The world is a lot right now. Are you feeling it? We all need new tools to help us walk through the chaos with grace, ease, and compassion for each other and for ourselves. In this podcast, you'll hear from parents, educators, and other experts who can bring perspective to the monumental job of parenting. It's time to level up and be warriors for our kids and our communities. This is the Warrior Parent Podcast. I'm Marci Mitchell.
And I'm Debbie DiManno. As parents, we understand that it really does take a village to raise our kids. We hope that this podcast serves to create and support that community for you. Join us as we discuss and practice our core tools, which are proven mind-body techniques that can be used by anyone to improve your life on a daily basis.
Welcome to the Warrior Parent Podcast. Welcome to January 2026. It's a new year, folks. And in honor of that, Debbie and I are just going to talk to each other today from our hearts and talk to you. So welcome. We're glad you're here.
Wow. Like I don't know what happened to 2025, but I'm a little bit happy it's over. Let's
Oh
just be
my
straight up.
gosh, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. I mean,
Let's be
it
straight
was
up.
there was a
That
lot
was
of
a rough one.
good stuff, but man, I felt like we were tested and pushed and probed and beaten up and pushed into the mud face first. But here we are,
Yeah.
rising strong in 2026.
Yeah. I'm thinking just let that shit go.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what, that like
Yeah.
I'm all over that. So
Yes.
yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
so because of that, I bought myself a little calendar. I don't know if you can see this, Marcy.
Excellent. Bucket.
So it's the
Bucket
fuck it
2026. Yep.
2026 calendar.
In the words of our dear friend, dear departed
So
friend Gary Ferguson, fuck it. And that's what you say before
yeah.
you do whatever the thing is that you're being called to do, that you're resisting. And maybe that's a good place to
That's
start.
right.
What's the thing you're
That's
being
right.
called to do right now?
Yeah.
2026, or maybe it's January 1st,
Yeah.
2026. Maybe it's the whole year, maybe it's this week, maybe it's today. Start with today. And then what's stopping you? What's that internal resistance? What's the inner critic telling you about what you can't do, what you shouldn't do? Who do you think you are? And then that's where you pull out Deb's calendar, or you pull out the Gary Fergusonism of fuck it, and you do what you're being called to do, or you at least take the first step.
Just move forward,
Yeah,
right?
it can
So
feel
anyway,
so
so I was
intense, but that first step,
feeling
that's where you go.
was feeling a little inspired for 2026. And so I think you posted something on Instagram, Facebook, and it was the 2026 and it's the Chinese zodiac sign, which is the year of the fire horse. So it's the horse, it's the fire horse. So I don't normally follow, zodiac sayings, but I love horses, and so I'm going to talk about it now.
And the fire
But
horse
anyway,
sounds
so the
just
element
badass.
is fire. Yeah. So that means we're going to have a year of intense passion, energy. I'm sure my husband is excited about that
That
one.
means one thing to
I don't know
Michael.
how that showed up, but yes, it might mean something else for the rest of us. But yes, so then the animal trait of the horse signifies independence, speed, and confidence, the love for
Hmm.
freedom and adventure. And, I grew up on a horse, so when I am riding a horse, that's exactly what I feel is freedom. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like feel the wind kind of going through your hair while riding and sort of have a caring world.
Okay.
So, knowing that we were having this discussion today, I got a little inspired. You sent, I think, Instagram or something about the year of the horse. So I did a little recon, and so 2026 is the year of the fire horse, actually. And so the element is fire. So, which means it's going to be intense with passionate energy, which my husband is very excited about, I'm sure. It's all about
Oh
him.
my, yeah. All he hears passion and it's like, wing.
Hold on, hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. It's
Hope,
not just him, but
hopefully he's not listening. Yeah, okay. So then the animal traits of the horse signifies independence, speed, confidence, and a love for freedom and adventure. So, yeah, that makes me just think about riding a horse when I was a kid, like the hair, flying in the wind sort of thing. And then
nice.
the energy is expect a year of significant forward momentum,
Yes.
encouraging bold moves, new projects, which we'll talk a little bit about hopefully today,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
then
Yep.
decisive action after a quieter snake year. Now, I don't know how quiet this last year
Yeah.
was. but
Snake kind of describes a lot of it,
it
but the
does.
quiet part I'm not so sure about. Wow.
Yes. So everybody buckle in, it sounds like.
Buckle in, but buckle in for
It's going
good,
to be
like
an
for
adventure.
goodness. A good adventure. That's what we need.
Yes.
We need good trouble. We need good forward motion progress. To me, progress means making things better for everyone, not just some people. So that feels good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know a lot about zodiac and horoscopes either, but I do know I've been told several times that I am a fire sign, and that it's a
Ah.
that's a thing like that it shows in my personality, my intensity, my drive, my one thing about me is when I do get an idea or something I want to bring in, I'm just like, okay, I'm doing this, and
Even when I
so
bring it in.
yeah.
Yes. You kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
we're all in. I mean,
I'm
that's
in when I'm in, and yeah, you can know that I'm on it. So that's all good. That's all
yeah,
very
yeah,
exciting. And you know what
yeah,
else? The sun is coming out for a minute, and we have been in this weird, cold, wet fog for a few
yeah.
weeks here in the Northern California area, and it's very interesting because we're in the foothills of the Sierra, so you go up a little farther, when you're getting into snow, and you go down a little farther, and you're in the valley of Sacramento. We're in the middle. We're in the foothills, and normally the foothills is a little cooler than the valley and a little warmer than the Sierra. But right now, 15 minutes up the road, it's sunnier and warmer, and it's also warmer in the valley, and the fog is like settling in the foothills, which is so interesting. But um, the fog lifting feels like a good sign to me. The clarity, the sun shining through.
Yeah,
There has been that feeling of being in a fog at times,
yeah,
feeling overwhelmed. 2025 to me felt like a year of a lot of overwhelm for a lot of people. I
yeah,
talked to so many who just were tired, frightened, overwhelmed, and just like their nervous system. We talk about this all the time, but more and more it's so relevant. Their nervous system was on high alert. They weren't able to relax. They were not able to rest. And that's
yeah.
no way to be, folks. That's a recipe for stress and disease and all kinds of things that you just don't want to bring into your body or your spirit, your mind, your home. So,
Drowning in cortisol is usually what I call that. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore. I've had many
Oh my
years of
goodness.
swimming in cortisol and I'm refusing. I mean, I certainly can acknowledge that feeling when it starts to show up, but then what do? I go to my tools, right? All the things
Yes.
that I know how to do that will keep me from staying stuck in that place. And I
Yes.
think that's part of what our passion is to help people. People probably don't
Absolutely.
know this about you, but every Thursday you go with a group of people who are struggling and feeling stuck, and you essentially teach them tools, right? You
Yeah.
show them how to get out of that place or how to have a different mindset, right?
Right. Right. It's exactly what Debbie and I talk about all the time. It's that the world can be very chaotic. There can be a lot going on. And certainly 2025 was chaotic. And there was a lot of things going on, and people were being harmed, and people were being um, marginalized more than in the past. That's kind of
Mhm.
the American way, and for a lot of people. And we're learning more and more about that. But it was getting worse, and it's been becoming very frightening for the trans community, the LGBTQIA plus community, the immigrant community, people who look like they could be an immigrant, and not to in any way lessen what these people are going through, because this is real and it's frightening, and we all have to stand up against this. But to just kind of see this as something, there's always this stuff in the world. There's always this chaos. There's always things going on, and we can never control what's outside us. We do our part. What's mine to do? Am I a civil rights lawyer? Am I going to stand up in March? Am I going to bake cookies or send warm blankets to a detention facility? Whatever. What's mine to do? But I can't make other people behave the way I want them to. I
Yeah.
can't fix the world. But what I
Yeah.
can do is I can always fix Marci. I can go within, and I can take a breath, and I can slow down, and I can slow my nervous system, so that in spite of that chaos that can pull me out and make me part of the problem, not helpful, I can go within so that I can breathe, and I can show up as peace, as calm, as someone who's lending a hand and a way to center and be peaceful, versus someone who's like, "Oh my God, have you seen what's going on out there?" Which
Yes.
is not helpful.
Yes. And
So,
because we
yeah.
know it's always an inside job. And what essentially what
Yeah.
you're doing, or what hopefully we are doing, is we are modeling that for our family, for our friends, for our communities,
For the
right?
world.
Yeah,
Yes.
like we can do this, but stay grounded, stay
Yeah.
centered, stay focused, right?
Yeah.
We got this. Don't panic, because that's not going to help anyone or anything, right?
Right.
And
Right.
and then the vibration, right? If we're feeling that way, then so is everyone around us, right? We understand
Right.
that about our energy in our space, right?
Right. Right. So it goes back to that power of the pause. One deep breath, three deep breaths, calming, which will physically calm your body, calm your nervous system, allow some oxygen and blood flow in your brain, so that you can remind yourself that right in this moment, I'm okay. I have what I need, and go from there, return to center, and then share that piece. So,
So the other thing that we talk about so much is staying curious. Marcy always says,
mhm.
just stay open. Just stay open. So I
Yeah.
actually went and looked that up on the internet today. And so I asked it, what does it mean to stay curious? And this is what it says. It says staying curious means maintaining a lifelong eager desire to learn, to ask why. This is a big one, I think, right? Explore new ideas, understand the world and yourself better, right? Everyone's like,
Hmm.
oh, asking all these other people why, but have you ever stopped to look in the mirror and ask yourself that question? Like,
Right.
why am I doing this? Why am I showing up this way?
For
Right?
real.
Like, who
For
does that?
real.
Right?
Hmm.
So
That's the work.
rather than assuming you know everything already,
Right.
it's really about, embracing the unknown and getting a different perspective, right?
Yeah.
And for
And when
Marcy,
you,
it's finding joy, right? She's all about
yes,
she's all about the joy. Like, where is it? I'm gonna find it, right?
it's right here. It's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, people have stopped having that willingness or that desire to learn, right? Like, especially, the world is is happening at such a pace, right? There's
Hmm.
all these brand new things going on right now, like given AI, for example. So here's an example of this happening. So, my husband he's the king of curious. He's a serial entrepreneur, like all the things, right? So he's constantly like pushing, 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 pushing. And so he runs this company and that's his job to keep keep pushing. But people at work are like feeling crazy. Like, okay, can you just stop? Like no more new idea. Right? So meanwhile, he goes to all these workshops and conferences and he learned all these AI tricks. And so everyone at the office is kind of freaking out because when they see AI, they feel threatened. They feel scared, right? Like, oh my God, if you start talking about that, I'm probably going to lose my job, right? So instead, he brought some people in to make them feel comfortable with AI. And now they are gone crazy. They've gone crazy. They have done things that would have taken them years to do in the last 2 weeks, and they are excited about it. And so I think that's the thing, like to not be so afraid of those things that we don't understand, right? Like, let's embrace it. Like, we all know we have to be careful with this thing that's coming, but it's coming and it's here, right? And we're going to have to participate whether we like it or not. But keep an open mind about it, right?
Right. Believe that what we have to know is that there can be a lot of good that can come from it. So it's putting the right people using it so that it's making life better for people and not, I don't know, not necessarily. If you think about it like this is my job and this is the thing I do and now AI does it and now I'm screwed, then that's a pretty negative outlook. But what if it opens up ways for people to have more freedom, to have more
Yeah.
to work less hard and there's plenty of resources. AI is not the reason that people are poor or that there's not enough food for the majority of people. That we know that comes from the hoarding of wealth at the top. So
Right.
if we share the good, the food, the resources, and stop hoarding, those who are hoarding amounts that are beyond what they could ever use, there's plenty of resources. So let AI do some of the things people don't necessarily want to do or create more ease for people.
Yeah. Well, and I'm
Uh,
thinking about, health specifically, right? I'm all
yeah,
about the health piece, like the
right.
advances that we can make to cure cancer or whatever.
Yes, please. Yes,
Yes,
please. And
yes,
not to make money, but
yes,
to make us all healthier, to like
yes.
we got to know that we're here for something so much bigger. And it's fantastic. It's amazing. So let's get into that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
people are asking like, well, what are some ways that I could be curious?
Hmm. Hmm.
Right? And I always think about Marci because she reads like a book a week or something. So right. So she stays curious that way. I think about my husband's mother. Like she reads a book every couple of days, and she's in her 80s, and she's on top of all of it. She may not be best with her iPhone. She's so, but she knows, right? She knows, and she's understanding, and she's willing, and she manages to keep up with the younger kids and the younger generation and what's going on in the world, right? I
Yeah.
think reading we've sort of put away, like, oh, it takes too much time to read. I think we need to be curious and back to that perhaps, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Another way to be curious is to drop the old paradigms. And
yeah,
so we come into the world all open and fresh and just like believing that we could do anything and that, everything's new. And then, of course, we get certain things taught to us and by society, by our parents, by well-meaning people. This is scary. This is bad. This is how we do this. And it gets set in there because that first 7 years is just crazy brain building. Hey, we just wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about something very exciting that Debbie and I and our team have been working on for literally years. And that is our Core Tools app, which is now available at the Google Play Store and at the Apple Store. And you can sign up for it now and you will get access to all the tools we've been talking about on the podcast.
and if you're an early adopter of Core Tools, you can get a VIP price for $49 for a lifetime. That's right.
Lifetime.
That's
Buy
right.
it once and we'll keep
Lifetime.
updating it too.
Yes, yes. So we're super excited about this. Go to Apple Store, go to Google Play, and purchase it now.
Core Tools, COUR, capital TOOLS.
Go get it.
Personality building time. And then the first 25 years is still, we're still cooking. We're still building the body, the mind, the soul that we're going to go out in the world with. So unfortunately, by the time you're 25 or by the time you're 35, 45, 55, 65, there's stuff, there's some old operating systems that maybe are not so hot anymore that you need to let go of to put it in terms my husband would put it in. I don't know why I did that, but but there's paradigms, there's things that you have been told this is the way it is, and you've got to, and maybe take a moment and get curious and say, well, wait, is this really what I believe? Does this really serve me? Does this serve humanity? Does this serve my family? I was told this. Maybe it was true 40 years ago. Maybe it was never true, but I can look at it. I am the master of my own belief system. I don't have to believe what I've been told. I can decide what feels right. What, so that comes into that listening to your intuition and believing that you do know stuff. And especially as you get along, get along to your 60s, where Deb and I are. These are some wise years. These are years of wisdom and wonder and empowerment. And it's years for us to sit, look at things and go, what the fuck was that about? That wasn't for me. That was some bullshit. And I can put that down.
Yeah.
So that's some curiosity. That's a place where you can shift. And when you put down some of these old things that are not serving you, that are heavy, you will feel a weight lift. And then you make space for something new that does serve you, that lights you up, that's a whole new way of being and a whole new truth that now you're going to live from. That's powerful.
Yeah. I feel like the older I get, the less I know, actually.
Oh,
Right?
so true.
Right. And so
Yeah.
I think, probably when I was in my 40s or 50s, I probably didn't think like that. Like, oh no, like I kind of got it all figured out. But by the
Yeah.
time I'm on the back side of that, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right. You can see things so much more clearly now. And I think
Yeah.
but it's what you said, it's that willingness to let go of maybe this idea that, oh yeah, like I know everything. I got it all figured out, right?
Right.
So that's the paradigm that you're speaking of to sort of let
Yeah.
go of. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the idea that, oh, as a woman, I'm more valuable if I'm young, or if I'm thin, or if I meet society's ideas of beauty, or that children, they really need to behave and they need to listen to their elders and they need to do it the way I say to do it, or um, kids these days. We had a conversation with someone last month who had a book that's a fantastic book called Kids These Days, riffing on that idea that, hey, it's not the kids. Like, they're coming up, it's their time. This is their time. So maybe learn from kids these days,
Yes.
but open up, be willing to look at things and say, oh, that's what I thought, but I don't believe that anymore. That's not for me anymore. And maybe something way, way better, way lighter, it is a weight. It's a weight off when you let go of something that, here's a kind of a silly example, but, and it's just an example, but about 10 years ago, when I moved back to California, I saw some of my cousins' kids. So they're like second cousins, or I don't know, they might be removed. I don't know how all that works. But so these young, beautiful women. And at the time, I feel like they were in their early 30s, and we were seeing them because they lived in our area. And um, we were around them in the summer and at water at the beach or something. Or I think it was at the river, and they're in their bikinis and their beautiful young bodies. And an arm goes up and they're not shaving their armpits. And I'm like it was like, wait, like for me, I just had a full thing. I was like, wait, we don't have to do that, because that was just drummed into me.
No, yeah.
Like hair under your arms, that's the grossest thing. And you better shave every day if you're going to be in a bathing suit or a tank top or whatever. And so here's these just beautiful young women out there living and, playing and having the best time. And they're just letting their armpit hair grow. And so I have to go through this whole process of, wait, is it gross? Is it dirty? Is it masculine? Is it, and slowly, because just like when I let my hair grow gray, is it gonna make me look older? Do I look like I let myself like go through all the process of erasing? Because it's those things that get in there, they're in there. They're holding
Oh
on.
yeah.
So it's not like you're just like, oh, I don't have to do this anymore, or I can
Yeah.
not worry about this. It took
It's
me a while.
hardwired for sure.
It's
It's
hardwired, and you
hardwired.
have to do the work to unwire it. And so yeah, but it was such a revelation to me. And yeah, and then I got to a place where I'm like, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. And that was
Yeah.
hard. And then
Yeah.
I was like, arms down if I'm in a tank.
All right.
Now 10 years later, I really haven't shaved my armpits in 10 years. That's fine. Nothing bad happened. I very happy. I don't shave my legs anymore either. Alert. True story.
Everyone's getting a lot of information about
I
Marci.
You are. You get a lot of information about me. It's just
That's so
that
funny.
fighting nature and
Yeah.
why. And the thing that makes me sad sometimes is I see more and more men who are shaving, and that's fine. It's a very personal choice. Do what you want. But
Yeah.
what I want to release is the idea that you have to do things you don't want to meet someone else's goal of what's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And you don't. You can be totally natural. You can decide you're shaving this, you're not shaving that, your hair is doing whatever, but let it be your choice. Let it be what lifts you, not what you feel like, oh God, don't let them see this about me.
Yeah.
You are as beautiful and wonderful and perfect, just how you are. Exactly how you are right now is just right.
Yeah.
So let's let it
Embrace,
go. Yeah.
embrace that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, last thing I think we should talk about is manifestation. So, you and
Oh
I
yeah.
talk about manifesting all the time.
Yep.
We people know this about us after 2.5 years that we are master manifestors. And I think the
Mhm.
older we get, the more we're like, yeah, like we're kind of good
Oh
at
yeah.
this actually. Like we're
This is
actually
what we're made for.
yeah, we're actually building this life that we want to live. And I think people now are starting to sort of watch and go, "Is she doing that? Is this like some magic trick she's got?" People maybe poke fun of Marci and our metaphysical selves. But this is something that we really believe in,
Mhm.
right?
Change your thinking,
Um,
change your life.
so yeah, so what is manifestation, right? So I did a little definition for those who want to know also. So spiritually manifesting is a focus, thought, believe, positive energy, and aligned actions. So, for example, visualization, which I have talked about a lot, affirmations, right? These are
Hmm.
all things that people can do to uh, start working on manifesting, right? So there's kind of three basic things, for to simplify it. Not getting into all of our metaphysical, but three basic things. So first is have an intention, right?
Yeah.
Or ask, right? So setting that intention about what you want for 2026, right?
Yeah.
And
And
then
and can I say more about that? Um, you're gonna
yeah,
set intentions whether you know it or not. So the point about setting intention is to do it intentionally. So, things will come into your mind and you'll start thinking, oh, this is what I could do, that's what I could do. How about flip that, get intentional and think about, well, what would I love? This is what Mary Morrissey says, and I love this. What would I love? Not just,
yes,
oh, what do I think I could afford this year? Or maybe this is something like just
yes,
take the limitations off and say, what would I love? And now you're really
right,
cooking here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to call it a stretch goal, right?
Yes.
Like really stretch, like not just
Right.
like like you said, like confined, like oh I think I want like no 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 no, right?
Yeah.
Like big, like where do I want to be? How do I want to show up in the world?
Your dream should scare the shit
Yeah.
out of you.
So
If
then
you're comfortable with your dream, it's not big enough.
there you go. There you
It should
go.
make you
I love that.
uncomfortable,
Dreams should
but
scare the shit out of you.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah,
So then the second part is to actually feel it, like try it on, like
mhm,
smell it, like how is it going to look? How is it going to feel?
yeah,
Hear the crowd around you, giving a big talk, like whatever, like just like immerse yourself in it, right? And just imagine it. But not only imagine it, but you're believing it. Like you're not just faking it. We talk about fake it
Yeah.
till you make it all the time. We're not just faking like I am this blah 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 blah. No, you're actually believing it. You're feeling
Yeah.
it in your heart. You're feeling it in your soul, right?
That's the
You're
fun part. You're rehearsing it.
yeah,
Like you talk about with sports, you said when you were coaching basketball that you would have your athletes envision themselves making the shot and see it go in and feel the whatever the dream is,
yeah.
sort
And
of
winning
live it in your
championships.
head.
Yeah.
Imagine it. Yes. See yourself in the new home.
Yeah.
What's it look like? What's it feel like as you lean back on your beautiful couch and you look at the view? Or yeah, the new job. What does that feel like when people are coming to you and you're having this connection or whatever the thing is? Make believe, make play around it, close your eyes, play some music and visualize it. Make a list, talk about it, write about it.
Yes. And then lastly, it is to take action, right? So many people think about, oh, like I think about these things, whatever, but then that's the end of it, right? Like you
Mhm.
actually you actually have to put
Take
a
one
little work
step.
into this, right? So
One step. Yes.
yes,
This was
yes.
one of the ones I always loved with real estate because I did sell real estate for about 10 years. And I would tell people who were thinking, oh, people could be in a place of, well, someday I want to buy a home or someday this or that. And I would say, let's go look at some stuff. Let's just go see some things of what you think you want. And then just see. Maybe you're going to be like, oh, that's not what I want at all. Or maybe it's all information. Or maybe you're going to be like, oh, wow, that I would love that. And then you're going to maybe, well, let's just talk to a lender and let's see, is this possible for you? And then step by step, so many times people who were not ready were suddenly in a process of buying a home because they took that
Yes.
first step and they stayed open. Going back to the open, like, well, maybe let me try this. Like, it doesn't mean that when you stay open and you try something, it doesn't mean that this is what I'm committing to for the rest of my life.
Right.
Try it, be open to it, see. It's things will take you in places you never realize
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. So I think about you and I and the manifestations from that we've had from where we started, right?
Yeah,
2017, whatever,
yeah,
2016 maybe when we first met. And we were imagining starting a nonprofit organization and we did
yeah,
that. And we imagined
yeah,
having workshops for kids and we
yeah.
did.
Check.
And yes, and then we imagined having an app and we did
Yes. Oh, that was a big one too, because
that.
we are not technology women. We were just like, well, this is what we should do. And yeah, the
Yes.
people showed up. The people we needed showed up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we imagined having a podcast,
Hmm.
the Warrior Parent Podcast, right? And
Yeah.
now we are 2.5 years in with thousands of listeners and people from all over the world and met some of the most inspiring
Oh my gosh.
people on the planet.
What a blessing that's been.
Yeah.
And we have done a minimum of one episode a week that whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been fun and
Yes.
uplifting. And
And
yeah.
last but not least, you want to spill the beans? You want to talk about what's
Well,
coming up for us in
yeah.
2026?
Yeah, so in 2025, as we've just been going through stuff, we suddenly had an idea pop in that we should write a book. And of course, the first thing that pops into your head is, who are you to write a book? What do you know? But we're better at letting that go. That one was real strong with start a podcast with me, and we got through that. So
Yes.
so yeah, we started a process. We made a commitment. We're going to write a book. People showed up who were like, look, you have so much content from 2.5 years of podcasts plus your app that you've created. Like, we're swimming in resources and content. How do we bring it together in a way to share it? And so
Yeah.
that's happening. We're in the midst of that.
Yeah. And I am super excited about this.
Yeah.
Wayne Dyer used to say, don't let your story die inside you.
Mm,
Or don't let your music die inside of you, however you want to
yeah.
say it. But I
Or
think,
yeah, share your gifts, share what you've got.
yeah. Yeah, I think that really resonates with me. And I think we're ready to share the information. Always, feeling like, oh, are we the experts? Well, damn it. We're expert parents. We raise kids, they're in
Yeah.
their 30s now. And
Yeah. And what's
yes,
an expert? We know
yes,
we know these tools work. We know
yeah,
they work. We've proven it to ourselves, to our kids, to people around us. And it's changed our lives. The person I am now after practicing these is much calmer, um, much more joyful, much more confident, and just living in the now. And all of this, it's a beautiful life that these tools have helped me to create for myself. And I'm so grateful for all the people around me, including Debbie here,
Mhm.
who's one of my very best friends and one of the people who inspires me and pushes me and always shows up for me. So, sharing the things that allows that, because that was an intention I set quite some time ago, was I want friends. I want beautiful friends around me. And I can't even
Yeah,
tell you how richly blessed I am with friends now. So
yeah.
all of this stuff, it works. It works. And we want to share it with you and with whoever can benefit from it.
The community that we have created means everything to me, and our friendship, our partnership, all the things that we're looking forward to in 2026, including our road trip after our book release.
Yeah.
We're pulling out the RV, so you're going to
Yeah.
see us
We're
coming
taking
down the
Ruby on
road.
the road.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So thank you, Marci Mitchell. Thank you for a fabulous 2025 and all of the
Ugh,
years before that. And I think we have so much to look forward to.
we really do. We're so glad that you have all joined us for this journey. Stay open, stay curious, and know that things are unfolding for a world that can work for everyone, including you. Everything you desire, everything that you're meant to have can be yours, and we want to help you get there. So stay tuned, keep listening. Much love, warrior parents.
Go get them.
Thanks so much for listening today. We're really glad you joined us again with the Warrior Parent Podcast. I hope this was a good episode for you. We really wanted to start your year off right with some great tools and techniques that we use that make our lives better.
I think the biggest ones for us are number one, staying curious, right? That's always Marcy's. Staying open,
Staying
um,
open.
yeah, asking questions, why, how, what. Don't
Yeah.
don't make any assumptions, right? Yes, and then number two, of course, is manifesting. You really do. We all have all of this power to manifest the lives we really want, and
Right.
maybe if you haven't been doing that, start in 2026.
It's a time for intentionality. It's a time for, because you will manifest things. Today, you're going to plant some seeds one way or another. Would you like to do it intentionally? Would you like to plant seeds of things you want to grow? Or are you maybe spreading some weed seeds that you're not going to be so happy to see pop up? So we're going to talk a little bit, or I'm glad we did talk about how you can practice intentionality. And then always remember that the power of the pause, the breath, the slow down. We get frenetic. And when we're frenetic, we're out of our center, where we get into worry, we get into what's happening. I need to get this done, or what did I do? What did I say? You only have dominion over the present, this present moment. This is where you can make choices. So in this moment, take a breath, slow down, drop into your center, and act from your values and your centered self.
And if you need help, you can always go to our app, right? Just go to our website. You can go to
Courexperience.org, COUR, which is the French word for heart, courexperience.org. We are a nonprofit, and that's where you'll find our app, Core Tools, COURTOOL. Did I spell it right?
yeah.
TOOLS. I am so bad at spelling out loud. I admit that freely. Yes, you can find the app. You can download it for free. And then if you really like what you see, you can upgrade for a one-time payment that will last you a lifetime. Happy 2026.
Yes, let's do it.
Thanks for listening to the Warrior Parent Podcast, which is a production of our nonprofit, Cour Experience, who also creates and distributes Cour tools. You can find us at courexperience.org. Make sure you join us next week for another informative conversation to help you and your family show up mindfully, purposefully, and joyfully with each other and in your community.
Our Cour Tools platform consists of a number of proven tools and techniques that are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, and overwhelm in spite of what's going on in your world. We want to thank Samuel Hale, LLC, for sponsoring this podcast. Technical and marketing support comes from Inspire Your Brand. Our podcast editor is Justin Beeden. Opinions expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect those of the hosts, the producers, or the financial supporters. I'm Debbie DiManno.
And I'm Marci Mitchell. Thanks for listening. If you resonate with the idea of creating a community to help support kids and families, won't you join us by following the podcast and sharing this episode? You can even write a review. It truly does take a village, and we appreciate you.